Hi, my name is Matt Ozales, and I'm going to be talking to you today about the financial model for Efficient Energy Technologies Incorporated. So I wanted to start out by giving you a little bit of a background as to what it is we do. I know we've covered this in some of the previous presentations, so I'm going to go over it pretty quickly. But Efficient Energy Technologies provides a solar estimation solution for solar panel installers. And the solution that we provide is a laptop that's preloaded with our home efficiency engine estimation software. So this is something that the solar panel installers can use to educate homeowners about what the options are that are available to them and which options that the solar panel installers offer best meet the homeowner's need. Now, there's a lot of companies out there that make some type of solar estimation software. We really think that ours is by far the best. But we don't want to compete nationally because we might get lost in the noise. And so we want to introduce our product first solely in the metropolitan area of Phoenix. We want to start out locally, and we want to really provide our customers with excellent service. We want to educate them as to what the solution is that we provide. And we want to take this information and this knowledge that we learn from our customers and feed it back into our development and use that to expand into all of Arizona and eventually into Southern California. So as we do that, and you can see that down here in this graph, our market will grow from just the Phoenix metro area to all of Arizona to Southern California. And as we do penetrate these different markets, we'll be learning more and constantly working on the development of our product. So this is a theme that you're going to see throughout our entire financial models, are these inflection points as we enter the new markets. So basically, I'm going to first talk about the revenue growth model. And you can see the revenue growth rate in year 2 is it's pretty high growth, but we're starting to saturate the Phoenix market. And at that point, we will expand to all of Arizona. So from year 2 to year 3, you're going to see very high growth. And right along with that, marketing and sales is going to grow. And our R&D, before we penetrate these new markets, we're going to heavily invest in R&D so that we can really make sure that our solution meets the needs of the bigger market. And so you're going to see that happen in year 2 and in year 4. And I'm going to move on to the income statement. So here's our revenue growth, and again, you can see between year 2 and year 3, there's an inflection as we go from the Phoenix area to all of the state of Arizona, and between year 4 and year 5 as we go from Arizona to Southern California. I think one thing that's probably important to mention is we've already developed our product. So we have a product out there. We think it's very good. What we really need to do now is get the word out. And so we're going to invest very heavily in marketing and sales. It's very important for us to educate our customers as to why our solution is the best. And so you're going to see as we grow our top line, our marketing and sales is going to grow right along with it. Research and development, as I mentioned earlier, the first year we're just going to be kind of fine-tuning our product as we get it out to different customers. But in the second year, as we learn things from our customers, we're going to be feeding that back into the model. And likewise, in the 4th year, before we expand to Southern California, we're going to be fine-tuning that. Our break-even point is at about 2.2 years based on this. So moving on to our balance sheet here. Moving on to our balance sheet here, you can see one thing I wanted to point out was that our inventory is going to be very low. We're going to be running a very lean operation, and that's how we're going to conserve cash. And so basically, our plan is that as customers place orders, we're going to try to do a just-in-time type inventory. We don't want to keep too many units on hand. So the customer places the order, we place the order with our laptop supplier, get the laptop, load the software, ship it off to the customer all relatively quickly. That way we don't have a whole lot of inventory. Now onto the statement of cash flows. You can see that I guess the most important thing that's worth pointing out is that to keep us cash positive, we're going to need an initial investment of $31,600 before the business is started. And in year 2, we're also going to need an additional investment of $25,000. And I'll talk a little bit about what we're going to use that cash for, at least initially. As you can see, I mentioned before, the marketing is really the important thing for us. So marketing and sales is going to eat up a huge chunk of this. It's going to be us going out, talking to customers, learning about their needs, and getting our products in their hands. So that's really what we're going to use that cash for up front. And just briefly to kind of overall cover the financial statements, we're going to amplify our return on sales by using our assets efficiently. So we're going to get an excellent return on equity by amplifying our return on sales using high asset turnover. So we're going to use very few assets, and we're also going to use leverage and debt. We're going to use our inventory as it comes through to kind of finance the future products that are going out. Anyway, I appreciate you listening to this, and I will talk to you again soon. Thanks.